introduction, not much. 100 TPC or 100,000 Poor Boys for a Change is an initiative which was started way back in 2011 by two American poets, Michael Rothenberg and Terry Carrion. It's a non-profit organization working towards raising voices against social developmental environmental changes and changes which can be brought through creativity with any, poetry, dance, music, acting, art, literature, singing, a change by bringing together a local community of like-minded people towards making it a global community. 100 TPC aims to create a place where we can raise equality, sustainability, and peace. Yes, these three words, equality, sustainability, and peace, to the highest level, which is the most required thing in today's world, where we can have freedom of speech, liberty of life. So hence, 100 TPC, the Dehradun people, we the Dehradun, like we three, believed that being an academic hub, Dehradun has an amazing talent of poets, and we were not wrong and we received some dazzling bunches of jewels in the form of poem from you all. Poets are the most sensitive people. Agreed? Yes. I agree who have the special gift of expressing their emotions on a blank piece of paper, and it all comes alive. All words, all phrases, and you poets are the best medium to communicate the most sensitive of issues happening all around the world in front of a global platform and say yes, it is happening, and people will also enjoy listening to it. So today we have with us Dr. Jaskiran Chopra as a guest of honor and judge. Thank you so much for coming. And I would request Ananya to present a bouquet as a token of love and honor from all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, please clap for Dr. Jaskiran Chopra. She was born in London, Haryana, and at the alumni of the prestigious St. Stephen's College, Delhi University, and her academic journey has been non-stop since then till now. She has worked with most of the reputed media houses like Times of India, United News of India, and recently she is a correspondent with The Pioneer. Her books are some of the bestsellers like Autumn Raga, Memories of Another Day, till now the most latest release, fiction and film, The Ruskin-Born Imagination. Please go and read. Her writings are so cherishable that they give a nostalgia about beauty, of surroundings, of Dehradun and the sea. So here we started out talking much. Let's start with the first round, the individual poetry round, where we have all poets from all around the city as they got through and they joined us. And here you are, sitting in front of us. First of all, I would like to call Shreya Singh Rohela. Shreya Singh Rohela, Shreya would request you and all the other poets, please give a brief for 2 lines before starting the poetry. So here's for Shreya Singh Rohela, please ladies and gentlemen. Hello everyone, I'm Shreya and I'm in 11th grade. So today I'm going to perform a slam poem and the title is Homesick. So here it goes. Homesick. Home has always been a strange concept to me, and I cannot recall the last time I felt it. Had a girlfriend at 18 searching for a manly enough man in me, she never felt like home. For I never minded wearing beds made of flowers and love, but she was way too much worried about my pencil line style. A set of feelings, always monitoring me, always wondering why I couldn't fight back my goodies. They never felt like home. And a couple of friends among whom I couldn't fit in, they never felt like home. For it was a restless feeling for me to fit in to the erect and perfect molds made out of greatness. For I was not made to fit in. I used to take the longest route to home each day because home was never really a home. And I would pedal up to the hills instead and dreamt about jumping off the cliff with wings and wondered if it would save me. I wanted to fly away from people, fly away because I had failed to find home in people because people wanted
volunteers and charts. I was a soldier who just wanted to be heard, but they wanted me to hear while I just wanted was to be heard. They asked me to follow the great men with beards and muscles made out of drunken, fragile ego. They said soldiers don't fight wars with flowers and love, but wars are meant to be fought with bravery and hatred. They asked me, they said soldiers are homesick anyway, but I asked them, is it the bravery which deprives me of home? You see, I'm not homesick. Home has always been a strange concept to me, and I cannot recall the last time I had felt it. I don't miss home. I can't miss home. I can't miss something I never had.
Thanks, Shreya, for the poetry of homecoming and we feel that heartland, how it feels when one is homesick. So the second one we have is freestyle poetry by Maitri Sayoni. So I call here Maitri Sayoni to please come and ladies and gentlemen, this app should go on.
Hi everyone, I'm Medri, I'm in class 12. My poem's called The Girl I Used to Know. It's freestyle. A shadow lingers across the street. I'm not sure who it is, but somehow I feel safe and secure, confident and pure. It works, it looks somewhat like me. Its figure and its eyes. Yet it holds itself upright, cool and fanned against the light. Something I haven't done in a very long time. I miss the girl that I used to be, and I know the person that I'm forced to be. I like the way it stands out, rather than just mixing with the crowd. The shadow there across the street. It looks at me sadly. It used to be a part of me, till I chased it away so foolishly. A turn of events, a twisted fate, and now I face it once again. There was a time some years ago, my shadow and I used to be one. But now I cringe and slouch and cry, while it stayed the same, proud and upright. Will we merge and become one again, or do I live like a shadow? A human who has lost her light along with her will to fight and survive. Thank you.
Thanks, Maitri, for the lovely poetry. We continue our poems, a journey to train. We are poets. And next, I call upon Anika Doigwala. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Please, clap of hands, yeah, for Anika.
Hello everyone, my name is Anika Loiwal and I am from Brighton School. So this poem is a romantic one. I've tried to describe the feelings of a girl when she enters that cafe named Rosen Pavilion where her lover and she used to meet. So it's about the thoughts that cross her mind and the memories she's reminded of. Seeing those rose vines cling to the arched, canopied shade of white wood sticks, fenced together, sharing a mutual bond. I get reminisced of those days when we had held hands under that rosy shade smelling of romantic essence. I get reminded of those beautiful evenings when I had went out my every feeling to you after having a glass of rose wine which had your favorite strawberry tint. And today, even I wish to cling to you, my hands all around your collarbones and your neckline. I wish to embrace you, for which my arms are dying. I just wish you were here. Seeing those tables and chairs dressed in auburn brown, these memories dwindle down to those days when I used to sing you to sleep by running my fingers through your black hair which had an auburn tinge in them. And today I just wish to say to you, I wish to pour out this suffering and forget everything. Forget everything and move on with you. and let the agony filled air evaporate through the mesh of the rose vines into the sky. And like that day, I wish you were here to wipe off my tears and to cup my dear little self into your heaven like arms. I just wish you were here. Thank you.
Hi, Sarika, what a soft-spoken girl she is and what a beautiful poetry she recited right now. Next in the order is Marina Roku. She will talk about the beauty of nature. Environment is a big issue, and through her, we may get a sense of beauty of nature and try to our best to conserve it too. So here's a big clap for Marina.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Marina Doko, and I'm an ex-alumni of PVM Dehradun, just like ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. And I work for SBI right now. And today the topic of my poem is Endless and Unspoken. Sorry, I can never memorize my poems. So, endless and unspoken. The sky, the man. In agony it roars. The earth, the woman. On her his love pours. To meet and to touch. To meet and to touch. He angers, he struggles. To break all boundaries. To overcome all puzzles. With patience and hope. She waits, she gazes. For him to cross peripheries, surpass all mazes. He assures his love by sending her signs. The twinkling night stars, the morning sun shines. She accepts her love with honor and grace. The trees, the fruits, the flowers are happiness on her face. But the sadness returns. He lights, he thunders. What will their fate be? She waits, she wonders. Apart, forever will they be. Destiny decided, fate written. Never will they meet with endless, unspoken love within. Still in hope till eternity, to kiss, to love, to breathe. When at the horizon they will in reality meet. Till then, as pure rain, he bestows his love. In return, he sends the clouds from mountains rising high and above. Thank you.
Thanks, Marina. It was beautiful poetry about nature. Now let me call upon Ayushi Nagaria, who will talk about social injustice and youth through her poem and frame a beautiful story out of it. Let's make that for Ayushi.
Hello everyone, I'm Ayushi Nagalia. I'm a reader, poet, thinker, and a work in progress. So this poem, it's titled Youth, and I wrote it when I realized that our generation is kind of looked upon as the generation which is doomed because uh, people think that we can't do anything. So basically, this poem is a response. A man once asked me, "What is youth?" Even I could have given him a theoretical answer that youth is the period between one's childhood and adulthood, ranging from the age of 15 to 30. But no, being a literature student, I decided to explain things to him more artistically. Youth is not specific to any age, I told him. Youth is a fire that could burn all evil with the right spark. It is the light that could beat even the blind's dark. It is the water that could heal the society's inflammation It is the path that could lead on men to salvation. Don't you see how people today kill in the name of justice? Wounds are too deep, but bodies are bloodless. No one cares about the girl who was half naked and for help once cried. Everyone is fighting, but not for justice, for their pride. Youth is not being wasted. Youth has no life, happiness, and no riot. A future in which we are united by the bonds of youth, sharing knowledge, power, and truth. Thank you.
Thanks, Ayushi. That was a wonderful poetry, and hence I think the environment is a very serious one right now. I think I've talked a lot about serious issues. So let's have some entertainment from some people are. And I want to see my corner of it, guys. It's a poetry event. You know, it's an entertainment, a creative medium for all of us. So let's have something from Paras.
Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. You will be counting stars. I feel this life everywhere. I feel this light like a flame wine, flick my heart across the line, in my face a flashing sign. Figured out that me said mine, old, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that old. I don't think the word is told, I'm just doing what gets told. I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. Don't lie. Everything that kills me makes me weak. Baby, I've been losing sleep. Dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. That no more counting dollars will be counting stars. I feel her love, and I feel it run down the river every time. Hope is up for better, but take that money, watch it burn. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think the world is told. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. Don't lie. Everything that kills me makes me weak. Baby, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could see. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars.
So it was a wonderful performance by Paris. Now I would like to call upon Nivedita ma'am for further function.
That was a wonderful music session, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yes. Okay, so continuing the session of individual poetry round, I now call upon Kritika Kanodia to recite her poem. Yes, welcome to Kritika Kanodia, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, good evening everyone. I'm Kritika and I'm from Symbiosis, Pune. I live in Dehradun, but my studies are when there. My poem today is about depression and how you get over it. The name of my poem is Too Late to Repent. I'm guilty. Guilty of being selfish. Guilty of being self-absorbed. Guilty of being a crappy friend. I'm the person you waste this war against. I'm the stubborn blot in the stigma that just would stay. She came to me one day, said she was depressed. I told her I get depressed too, and it's just a phase. It will pass away. No, this is different, she said. I cannot get up in the morning. It feels like I'm trapped in a dingy cave with no openings inside. Escape is unlikely. It's just my life now, I guess. This made me laugh. I told her my room looks nothing like a cave, though I might resemble a caveman or my body glory. It's just a phase, bro. She shook her head, said I wouldn't understand. But I did understand. I felt depressed too when the girl took away my medal in the dance competition. I felt depressed again when she also took my boyfriend a few months later. We all go through a hard time once in a while. You get over it. You do get over it. She shook her head, said I wouldn't understand. No, this is different, she said. It feels like there's a cloud of cynicism over my shoulders and a hole in my stomach, except that this hole cannot be repaired with surgery, and these clouds won't go away when the monsoons are over. I feel clueless. I feel as clueless as the lost, clueless child running from this corner of my mind to the other, trying to find the reason of my perpetual state of dismay. This is just my life now. This made me laugh. I told her the hole in her stomach is probably because of the navel piercing she's got a few months back. And these clouds are just there to blind her to see that they were none. She shook her head, said I wouldn't understand. But I did understand. I felt clueless too when I didn't study enough for that math test. I felt clueless again when I also failed the math test and didn't know what to do with my life anymore. We all go through a hard time once in a while. You just have to watch an episode of Tom and Jerry and you'll jump right back up. She shook her head, said I wouldn't understand. No, this is different, she said. It feels like I'm screaming the life out of me, not a single soul to hear my screeches. I scream until my internal organs start bleeding with the screech, but no, I cannot, and there's not a single soul to hear my cries. This made me laugh. I told her she was being overly dramatic. These clouds, all these things she's talking about are probably nothing. She's just in a crappy mood. Why would she make an issue out of nothing? Perhaps this was a call for attention? I asked hesitantly. She shook her head and looked at me in disbelief. That day she walked away. I came to know what depression was a few months later. But she was gone. This was the last I saw of her. Thank you.
Thanks, Ritika. That was really thoughtful. Guys, I would like to repeat again. Please smile. This is poetic evening. This is for all of you. This is a platform for us. Okay, then next, continuing the session, I would like to call Shrestha Unyal, who is taking an apology from the world. Let her explain why she is apologizing. So let's have a big clap for Shrestha Unyal. Hi guys, I'm Shrestha Unyal. I've completed my graduation from Graphic Arts University in BA Honours in English. I'm a poet, a seeker, a lover of stargazer, and as I like to call myself, a book dragon. Today I'm here with an apology because I believe I've done some hideous things in life, and what those things are is something what I'm going to tell you with my poetry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not being the perfect girl you've always wanted me to be. When the sun rises hours before I get out of my bed, so I'd been awake till 3:30 in the morning, working on my assignments. But a girl should always get up early. So I'm sorry for not being the perfect girl you've always wanted me to be. When someone cracked a joke and I laughed my heart out, I could see everyone rolling on the floor. But you told me to smile. A girl should never laugh so loud. But bursts of laughter faded away your voice, and so I'm sorry that I'll never be the perfect girl you've always wanted me to be. When I give more priority to my career than any other thing in this world, you told me all this will go in vain. A woman belongs to the kitchen. And I got back with words like Indranu, Vandana, Radhiti, Gupta, Ekta Kapoor. And obviously, you haven't heard about any of them but one. I know you all watch the serials day and night. So I'm sorry for not being the perfect girl you always want me to be. When I give an opinion on a matter, you tell me a woman should never speak so bold and loud. And next, I hear you gossip about the other woman in the locality, and a few hours later, about the rest to the other women. You do somewhere make me believe that speaking should be a crime for women like you. So I'm sorry for not being the perfect girl you've always wanted me to be. When I reach home at 9 in the night, after finishing loads of responsibilities at work, you tell my mom she shouldn't get home so late. I mean, what will people say? I see your son sneaking out into the house at 2 a.m. in the night. Looking at his drunken state, I wonder what people might have to say. So I'm sorry for not being the perfect girl you always wanted me to be. When I have a friend who is the boy, I am keeping bad company. It doesn't matter that the boy was your youngest son and the fact that he kissed her too. So I'm sorry for not being the perfect girl you always wanted me to be. When one of my male friends came to drop me home, just because he was sensitive enough to think that it's not safe for me to travel alone, I was definitely having a love affair. Though he did ask my mom and dad, though he did met my mom and dad, who did ask him to stay for dinner. And even if in remotely different conditions, what you thought was true, I cannot reason myself why it burned the hair in your nose. So I'm sorry for not being the perfect girl you always wanted me to be. When you've typecasted me, as well as the others, in categories depending on what we wear, speak, or think, according to your meager understanding, created mountains out of molehills, weaponed by your insensitive tongue, spread lies about us like wildfire, spitting out the venom on every being you met.
I am sorry, auntie, uncle, grandpas, grandmas, Mr. and Miss Neighbor, and especially the most judgmental people in the society. I am sorry, but I'll never be the perfect girl you've always wanted me to be. Thank you.
That was a wonderful apology by Shrestha. Now I call upon Akrima Nidhi Sharma with a beautiful piece of poetry she has created. Let's hear it for Akrima Nidhi Sharma.
Good evening, everyone. My poem is titled Nowhere to Hide, and it's from my anthology titled Drunk on Vain High and Hope. It's a poem about getting out of darkness yourself, sort of a depression inside me. So I'll begin. Darkness engulfs me. My fiend comes to life. My angels endangered seek shelter to avoid the strife, hoping for a miracle from the Savior with a kind of Savior. Slaughter saddens mind and defend them from the odds. Wait for too long, see no chance of fate's smile. Menacingly must demons spat acid, the road is deserted for minds and lights. Sucked, drained, I feel like proud. My soul is being razed to the ground. Face it, my love, I tell myself, you are on your own. No one is coming, no one is around. Perchance, it's not as bad as it seems. I must find my match and legs. Clear away the weeds and dig out the seal. Light up the meeting, annihilate the brute in the fire ablaze. Unlimited fuel my optimism does provide. Oh, my fallen beast, where will thou hide? Thank you.
Thanks, Akrima, for the wonderful poetry. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying the session. Yes. Yes? Thank you so much. So next we have as a contestant Tanmay Sharma. It's not a typical poetry, but it's an open letter to his future half, better half or future half, whatever he wants to call. And so I invite Tanmay Sharma for his open letter. Please let me
A very good evening to one and all. First of all, my name is Shreya Sharma. I'm currently a BTech student. Basically, you can call me as an engineer in the making, but an expert from the heart. So before I go, I just want to tell you what I'm exactly going to do. So this is an open letter to my partner, whom I have not met, and she is yet to grace my life. But then, who knows when life comes to an end? So basically, for me, life is nothing more than delusion. And all I want to say is, wherever she is, she knows she is in for a roller coaster ride. To my Harlequin, I know love has always been fascinating. A roller coaster ride indeed, but dying for me is way too easy. Would you live for me? You know that I'm.
You know that I'm chaos wrapped in craziness, a complete mess to complement the demon within that never resists you call me. Because you are head over heels for me, but I have been lifeless for an eternity. After all the wreckage and the destruction within me, I want to know, would you still end up loving me? To be mine forever, you'll have to enter my realm.
Love my sorrows and accept me the way I am. I don't fancy you fighting over me. Oh, but yes, I want you to fight for me. While I'm scattered like a broken mirror on the grounds of life, won't you plead to gather me and make me complete, picking me up from the ground? I don't wish to have an ecstasy of you being around that vanishes in a blink of an eye.
तो उसमें लिखा है कि मत पूछ इन आंखों में क्या लिखा लिखा है। मैंने उसको प्रपोज किया था कि मोहब्बत है, उसने बोल दिया कब तक रहेगी। तो मेरा जवाब सुनो कि रंगरेज हूँ, रंग सा चढ़ा दिया है तेरी चुंदरी पर। रंगरेज हूँ, रंग सा चढ़ा दिया है तेरी चुंदरी पर, कितना भी घिस लेना फीकी नहीं पड़ेगी। मैं यहाँ से खत्म कर रहा हूँ, पर मैं वैसे खत्म नहीं हो रहा हूँ। यूट्यूब पे मेरा चैनल है, प्लीज
वो अपनी कविता लेके आए हैं और मैं आशा करती हूँ वो काफी अच्छी कविता, एक संजीव कविता लेके आए हैं हमारे। तो मैं
ठीक है मैम, देखी तो होगी आपने। हाँ तो दूर से देखना होगा तो मैंने पहले से देखा है। तो आपको शुरुआत कैसे हुई है? तो शराबी बनता है तो उसकी